Hi guys, welcome back to I'll Read What She's Reading. I'm Kennedy.
I'm Reggie.
And I'm Michaela.
And today we are going to be giving you guys dating profiles for some of the most popular book characters. I don't know who Michaela picked. I don't know who Reggie picked. It's going to be a surprise. And some of you guys actually submitted some information for us to use for this episode, and it was top tier. So once again, thank you again for your guys' participation. These episodes are a lot harder to do without your guys' help. So
Definitely.
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. But before we get into the dating profiles, we're going to update you guys on what we have currently been reading. Reggie, how about you go first?
Well, I just finished Dark Age, and I'm not going to say much about it because Michaela's almost done, and I wouldn't obviously want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't read any of the Red Rising series books. But I just finished that. I don't know if Michaela's saw what I rated it on Goodreads yet.
I did.
But it was very good.
But I didn't read what you rated.
Yeah, it was really good. I think I just need flashcards. I just feel like I need flashcards for these books because I feel like I gotta study up on some things before I start the next book, Lightbringer. There's just a lot of characters, there's a lot going on. I really do like a higher fantasy book. I mean, it's more sci-fi, right?
I think it's classified as sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
Like high sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like the higher sci-fi element to it, and I love the characters so much. There's just a lot to keep track of, and I feel like I would have rated it a lot higher than I did if I would have just understood things a little more than I did. My brain was hurting and my gut was hurting while I was reading that book because it's called Dark Age. It's pretty dark. I still really loved it, and I think the last thing I read before that was Onyx Storm, so I don't know. Dark Age was thick boy.
Well, that's
So,
a thick boy. Onyx Storm's a thick boy.
Yeah, I guess I started Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young, and I'm so excited about it. So if you guys didn't catch our episode we did with her, definitely check it out. Even if you haven't read any of her books, she's the sweetest human ever, and I loved our interview with her. So if you need some good romance books, go check her out. But yeah, I started that. I'm 4 chapters in. So yeah.
Michaela.
I'm reading Dark Age. And that's it. Just kidding. I have, I think 140 pages left. And it's a marathon for sure.
That's a perfect way to describe that book.
Uh-huh.
You're on mile 20.
No, I'm probably mile
17.
19 right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Then before that was Onyx Storm. So I have no idea what I'm going to read next. No idea. But I will figure it out. I'll figure it out. Actually, it probably will have to be the favorites. Our book club book for February. So, yeah.
Oh wait, you guys, I did read a book in between Onyx Storm and Dark Age.
What?
Reckless.
Oh.
Yeah, Chestnut Springs. So
Yeah.
I'm here to say I get the hype about Theo. It was a good book. And I did skip the third one, I think. Fourth one, I don't know.
Powerless.
To get to Theo, because I just was I gotta see what this guy's about. I was not disappointed. So,
He's great.
yeah.
Theo. We love him. Big fans of Theo. I finished Out of the Woods, and it was very good. If you, like Reggie said, if you haven't listened to the interview with her, it's basically a love letter to people who met their spouse really young. And it was really interesting because it's just a journey through marriage, through the ups and downs of marriage. And it was refreshing to have a read that reflected marriage and being married and staying in love because, it's fun to read romance novels, but sometimes I'm oh, I kind of miss the honeymoon phase. But it was enjoyable to read a book that romanticized marriage. So, loved that. And then I'm currently reading the second Brandon Sanderson book in the Mistborn trilogy, Well of Ascension. Is that what it's called, Michaela?
Yeah.
It's a really big struggle for me, actually. I think I've been reading it for over a week now, and I just barely hit halfway. The thing about Brandon Sanderson is and maybe Michaela can agree with me on this, I feel like he's really wordy, and there's a lot of talk, no action until like the last portion of his books. So I have a really hard time with them just sitting around talking about what they're going to be doing or scheming about what they're going to be doing. And then finally it happens, which I'm sure the last 100 pages of this book are going to absolutely blow my mind. And I'm hoping the ending is just going to leave me speechless. But wow, I'm really struggling with it. Honestly, if Brandon Sanderson wasn't the man that he is and how much people talk about him, I honestly think I would DNF this book. But I'm going to give it a shot. I'm also having a really bad attitude about it. So I need to be a little bit more positive and be excited when I read it. So
I think with him as an author, he really likes to cover his basis. And so he wants people to never question. Like, everything is always going to make sense in his books, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it too.
Because I feel like sometimes with newer writers, there's a lot of questions that people have, and he makes sure that your questions are all answered beforehand, and there's always, a rhyme or reason. Like, it is very wordy, I will say, but I feel like it's because he doesn't want you by the end of the book to be like, well, how did that happen?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So.
a good, yeah. Because I remember feeling the same way about the first Mistborn book and being like, why is this important? There's no way this is important. And then at the end I was like, oh, I get it now. But I'm just struggling, and that's okay. It'll be great.
It is okay.
It'll be great.
You can DNF of it if you want.
No, I'm not going to. I've made it this far. And the thing is I really love the magic system, and I actually really love the female main character. I have a bad attitude, and I need to have a good attitude about it. Okay? I know. It's a problem.
Persevere.
I'm also just in a slump. Okay, this is a little bit of a tangent. Here's the thing, you guys. The content I want to consume right now is Arcane on Netflix. I don't want to read.
You need a book.
I want to watch the TV show.
Do you need a book that feels like Arcane, though?
Yeah, if any of you can, well, I feel like I've read books that feel like it. I don't know what it is about the show. If you're listening and you love fantasy books and you haven't watched Arcane, go watch it. It's really, really cool. I'm obsessed. So that's what's consuming all my thoughts. I don't want to read. I want to watch Arcane. So
you're almost done with it. So
I'm depressed about it, actually. And that's what we've been currently reading. If you want to stay a little bit more up to date on what we are reading, you guys can follow us on Goodreads. They're linked in our Instagram. There's an Instagram little bubble, or you can DM us and we'll send you our Goodreads account, and then you guys can stay up to date in real time on what we're reading. Because this is a few weeks.
I'm so behind on my
Goodreads
reading goal.
Me too.
I'm actually kicking butt.
I'm so upset about the Goodreads not telling me if I'm on track or not.
You have to go to the desktop website.
I want it to tell me how many books I am behind. I want to know.
Here's the thing. I'm about this close. Goodreads is on thin ice. Okay? We're asking for half-star updates. They're not giving us half-star updates. They're taking away our reading goal and being able to look at other people's reading goals. I like to be a nosy girl.
I like to know.
I like to be
if my
in the
friends
know.
are good, doing good, or if they're doing terribly.
If I need to light a fire under their butt to get them going.
Kick them into shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You guys ready to get into our dating profiles?
Let's do it.
Okay, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I think how many did you guys do?
I have 4.
I have 4.
I think I might have 5.
That's great.
So I'll just go first.
You're going to
Go
lead?
first.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to start off with a character that I think we've all just grown to love. I couldn't not make one for him. Riddick.
Oh.
From Fourth Wing.
From Fourth Wing. So the way we did this is we kind of picked categories. So age, height, occupation, their type, and pickup line.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for his age, I actually didn't put a number. I just put young enough to keep up, old enough to know what I'm doing.
Yeah. That's accurate.
I couldn't find his height, but I'm gonna guess he's 6'2". Zayden, I think, is 6'4".
I don't know.
I just put 6'2". Why not? Occupation, Writer and professional flirt.
Yeah.
Interests.
You know what he isn't? He's not a seamstress.
He is not. Interests. Drinking games. Ice play, in parentheses, if you know, you know.
Oh.
And aux cord DJ.
The JBL speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His type. Someone who can... Okay, I gotta read it as, like, Riddick, not like I'm reading his profile. My type. Someone who can hold my attention, has sharp wit, is strong-willed, but also likes danger. Wait, hold on, let me start that over. My type. Someone who can hold my attention, has sharp wit, is strong-willed, has a soft side, but also likes danger. And then his pickup line would be something like, I may be an ice wielder, but get close enough to me and I promise you'll be melting.
Oh.
I think he'd be a little more witty than I made
No, that
his
was
profile to
great.
be,
That was
but,
so good.
yeah.
Very
Yeah,
accurate.
that's my Riddick for you.
That's
love
great.
that.
I love it. You're up.
Oh, me?
Yeah, that was good.
Okay. Well, my first one is Cassian.
Oh, sweet golden retriever baby boy.
Everyone thinks we hate him on our TikTok.
Yeah, what
And
the
I
heck?
promise we
Oh,
don't hate
wow.
him.
Did you see someone comment saying this has got to be rage bait?
Mm.
I mean, honestly, it wasn't, but
Sure.
yeah.
There's just so many great guys out there. If I could
Mhm.
put Cassian at number one,
I'd swipe right on
you
him.
know, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Age 537. Height 6'7".
Oh.
Occupation General Commander of the Night Court.
Mm.
Hobbies sparring,
Mm-hmm.
testing out headboards,
Oh.
and setting up Christmas parties.
Oh, that's cute.
His pickup line. I'm sorry, I'm gonna try not to laugh. Are you part mountain? Because climbing you just became my new goal.
Oh.
Love.
And then my type. Girls that are mean to me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm,
Yeah. That was great.
that's a great one.
The pickup line's good.
Mm-hmm.
He could do it. He could do it. I'll go with a female since we've been doing males. I'm doing Violet from Fourth Wing. Her age is 21. Her height is 5'4". Her occupation is Dragon Whisperer. Her hobbies include cosplaying as Thor, making tea, and American Ninja Warrior.
Love.
Her type is tall, dark, and handsome, someone she can have an instant spark with.
Ooh.
And her pickup line is, Taryn is black, scale is blue. To the rider right next to me, will you let me ride you?
Ooh. That's good.
I'm getting hot.
Oh boy.
Wow.
I'd swipe right on Farrah, or not, why did I say Farrah? Wow, it's because I was just seeing the word Farrah on my phone. Sorry. I would swipe right on Violet.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, you know,
Yeah, for
see what's
sure.
there.
For sure.
Sparks could be flying.
They could be flying.
All right, well, you know, Michaela talked about Cassian. Let's talk about Cassian's friend Azriel, my favorite person on the planet.
Mm.
So I wrote a note before I filled out his profile that says Azriel didn't want to make this profile, but his friends just made him do it. Like, I can just see Cassian sitting with him and being like, you got to make this profile.
Like
So
stealing
some
his
of the
phone.
things on here, he wouldn't, if he really was making his own profile, if he didn't want to, but he was forced to, he'd leave most things probably blank. Because he just doesn't, you know, he's a quiet cutie and he doesn't want to put himself out there. So age, older than I look. Height. This is what Cassian would probably have written for him. For height, don't you mean width?
Oh. Oh.
Occupation, spy master, professional problem solver, and secret keeper.
Mm.
Interests, flying solo or with the right lady, knives and swords,
Mm.
snowball fights.
Mm.
Probably like emo music. I put music, but you just know he's kind of an emo boy. I think he'd like some sort of like emo music.
Yeah.
His type.
Techno.
Oh yeah, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
His type, loyalty, kindness, and a good listener. And his pickup line, I may be quiet, but I promise I know how to make you scream.
Ooh.
Asriel, everybody.
Oh,
Round of applause for Asriel.
round of applause for Az.
Wow.
Patiently waiting
I'd
on that,
swipe
man.
right. I would.
The with comment would scare me, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I had to.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Okay, so we just have a little bit of a theme going on. I'm reading Dorian, age 20, height 6 foot, occupation crown prince, hobbies reading, hanging with my bestie Kale, being Riz masked.
Oh, yeah. You know it.
Pickup lines, forget armor. How about we see how good you look in just those scars?
Oh.
Oh.
It's your shadow hands.
Wow.
I like it.
My type. Or his type. My type. Okay, I'm reading it as Dorian. Women who are headstrong and avoid telling me their feelings.
Accurate. Yeah. Very accurate.
Love.
Very accurate. I love Dorian. I would swipe right on him so
Oh, I
fast.
thought you said smut.
I would smut
I did.
him
I
so
did.
bad.
I did. I
I would
misspoke. I misspoke.
I would smut him so bad.
I would smut him so bad. All right. I'm going to take a little bit of a turn here. I'm going to do Darrow from Red Rising. His age is 23. His occupation is Howler 1. His hobbies include sword fighting, plastic surgery, and horseback riding. His type is any woman that's smarter than him. And his pickup line, are you a son of Aries? Because I feel rising.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow. I'm blushing. That's a good one.
I wouldn't swipe right.
All right. Paedyn Gray. Here's her profile. Age 18. Height 5'6". Occupation. Expert liar. Part-time thief. Interests. I was thinking of Survivor. So outplay, outwit, outlast.
Oh, yes.
Rooftop sunset views. A good challenge. Eating sweets. Preferably sticky buns. And her pickup line, I can steal just about anything, but if you're wondering about your heart, you'll have to wait and see.
Very mysterious. Very on brand.
So next is Kai Azar,
Oh.
Ooh, speaking of.
age 19, height 6'4", occupation enforcer, hobbies making fun of this silver-haired girl. Pickup line, are you a battlefield? Because every time I look at you, I lose all control.
Oh.
And then my type, I guess silver hair and freckles.
Oh, I forgot to do it my type for Paedyn, but yeah, silver hair, freckles.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Dimples.
My type, dimples.
Dimples.
Okay, my next one is Rhysand. Age 535. Height 6'2". Occupation, High Lord of the Night Court. Hobbies include the gym, making soup, and stargazing. His type is someone who is much younger than me and loves to paint. Bonus points if you need me to teach you to read.
Ooh.
And the pickup line is, I'd say Cauldron bless you, but it looks like you already have been.
Ooh.
I could see that coming out of his mouth so
yeah.
fast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So fast.
for sure.
Love him. Well, maybe along the same lines as Rhysand. Let's talk about Rune Dannon.
Oh.
Rune Dannon.
Age 75. I don't know why that's so funny to me because it's like Rhysand, Cassie, and Azriel, you know, it's like 500 something, but then like Rune, it feels weird that he's 75, you know? Obviously, he doesn't look 75.
Just a baby.
Yeah, he's still a baby. 75. Height. I forgot to add it. How tall?
He's tall
I
enough.
feel like
he's tall enough.
Rune,
Dannon.
no one, like, can you imagine seeing like a 75-year-old?
Is 6'4" or 6'5",
Oh.
according to Google. So, all right. Occupation. Crown Prince of the Valbarn Fae.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put a bunch of emojis because I don't know. I just feel like you'd have a lot of smirking emojis. So I put some smirking emojis. Interests: loud music, mirth root, tattoos, and using my tongue.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
okay.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't finish writing my interested in, so I got to think about this real quick. Sorry guys, I forgot that we were adding that one, and then I
What? Which one?
what he's interested in.
Oh. Isn't that hobbies?
Like his hobbies or
No, like
his type.
Oh, his type. Sorry.
Oh.
Okay, interested. Oh, his type. So women who can hold their own. So women who are real, not fake. There for a good time or a good bang.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm.
And then his pickup line: I may be a prince, but the only thing I want to rule is your body.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
He said what he said.
He said what he said.
I'm dying.
Also, guys, I can't stop thinking about that fan art I found on Instagram the other day that I sent you guys of Rune.
Yeah.
I think that's the best Rune fan art I've seen.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah.
I can't stop thinking about it. So,
He was good.
yeah.
He's not normally who I would go after, but
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
he might scare me, actually.
Yeah.
I might be, not scare is a harsh word, intimidated.
Yeah.
It's very intimidating. I feel like I would be like, you know?
Yeah. Mysterious. I'd be intrigued.
Yeah, I feel like he's a little bit more hardcore, but he's got a heart of gold.
Oh, love
He
him.
puts up a front.
You know,
for
I would
sure.
reread.
Yeah.
I would reread Crescent City for him, honestly.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if I would either. But you know, he's great.
He is great.
He is great.
Okay. Aelin Galathinius. Age 20. Height 5'7". Occupation assassin.
Mm.
Hobbies: bird watching,
Mm.
go birds.
Go birds.
Go birds.
Fly, eagles, fly.
Fly, eagles, fly. Eating chocolate,
Mm.
live music.
Oh. Ow. Ouch. Okay. Oh.
Okay, pickup line. I bet you fight with a sword, but I'd rather feel you handle me with your hands.
That is not how I thought that pickup line was gonna go.
Do you think it was gonna be like a punch?
No, I thought she was gonna say handle me with your sword.
No.
Oh, maybe that too.
Both.
Okay. And then my type, tattoo artist.
Oh. Okay. It took me a second to get there, but yeah,
I like that.
I can see it.
I like that.
Yeah, that's good. That was good. That's good. That's good.
Love.
Okay, my next one is Severo from Red Rising. His age is 23. His height is 5'10". His occupation is none of your business. Technically, he'd say none of your gory damn business, but you know, it's fine. No, sorry, he'd say bloody damn. My bad. Hobbies: not showering, hanging with the bros, and taxidermy.
Oh,
My type is someone who can throw me around a bit and doesn't take crap from anyone. And his pickup line is, do you have a map? Because I'm getting lost in your eyes.
All right. Well, fun fact, I also did Severo. So shall we compare? Age: old enough to kill, young enough to think fart jokes are funny.
Oh.
Height: did you say 5'9"?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I got that right then. Height 5'9". Occupation: howler in chief. Interests: making golds cry.
Oh.
Mukbangs and dirty pranks.
You know he would kill a mukbang.
Yeah. He would love
He
it.
would smash a mukbang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking for someone who isn't afraid to get a little dirt under their nails and then some.
Ew.
And someone who can outswear me. Pickup line: I look like a wolf and fight like a wolf, but I also F like one too if you'd like to find out.
That was good.
So
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I love
yeah.
I would swipe left
Wait.
so fast.
Can I share some of the pickup lines
Yes, please.
that I got?
Yeah.
Are you a training session? Because I'd love to end up breathless underneath you.
Oh. Did it tell you who they were for, just like in general?
I guess we could give them to
it
some.
Oh,
did.
we should give them to
Zayden.
people. Oh, 100%.
Zayden.
That is a
Zayden,
Zayden
yeah.
pickup line.
Zayden.
Yeah.
You must be a shield because I just want to be pressed up against you.
Ooh. Mira.
Mira.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mira Sorrengail.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I want you to throw me over your shoulder, but I wouldn't complain if you did.
I don't know.
Nesta.
Yeah, that's a Nesta one for
Nesta.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a battlefield? Because I'd let you ravage me all night.
Oh.
It's giving in the tent when the injured and
Ugh.
Oh.
I don't
know. This one. You guys, I know your guys' answer for this one. I bet you can go all night in a fight, but what about somewhere else less violent?
I don't know.
I don't know. Who are you thinking?
Oh, I was thinking Zayden.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I was thinking because like violence.
Violence. Anyways, that was all I had for my
Love.
pickup lines.
Yeah. Love.
And these ones are actually, all of these ones are submitted by you guys. I just couldn't think of other categories to go with it. So someone submitted for Fenris, I wolf you.
I love it.
Someone submitted for Kai, I'm not even playing cards, but somehow I pulled a queen.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Someone wrote this for Dorian. Are you wearing space pants? Because your butt is out of this world. Okay, this guy is the only romance man that we will mention on this podcast because fantasy characters are just a lot easier to do this for. I'm sorry. Rat Eaton. Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see.
Yep.
Classic. For Tamlin. I can play a mean fiddle. Wink.
Yeah, that would work on me for sure.
Mm.
You play the fiddle?
Sign me
Interested.
up. Sign me up.
So we did mention on the episode,
Last week's episode.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and we said we're gonna think of people that we think would be funniest to speed date book characters for us, right?
Yeah.
Like who would be the most entertaining for us to go on a speed date on?
Yes. Or I think it would be so fun to watch people speed date. I don't know if you guys do this, but at restaurants, me and my husband like look at people and are like, are they on a first date? Yep, they're on a first date.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really, I think it's really cute, and I think it's fun to see like people get a little nervous about like dating people. So I would love to watch you guys speed date people and see how you guys would act.
I'm too socially awkward for that. Nope. Absolutely not.
But you wouldn't know we were watching. I'd be.
I wouldn't even
sneaky.
show up. I'd be too anxiety ridden. I would just stay
You
home.
wouldn't want to go sit at a speed dating table and meet
in
Rhysand,
theory, yeah, but then I would walk in and get extremely intimidated and leave.
Oh,
In theory.
by book characters.
Yeah. Think about them in real life. Like if you were walking down the street and you just saw someone who looked like
Kingfisher.
I would run the other way. Think about it. If I was walking down the street and saw Dorian, I'd be like scared. I wouldn't say hi.
True,
I would
but
not say
feel like
hi.
in a speed dating environment, it's a little less
Intimidating for sure.
intimidating.
Yeah.
Because I know I would not have a chance with any of them,
Yeah.
but I would love to at least talk to
For a
some of
minute or
them.
two, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, what's up? I'd probably be so awkward, but I'd love to at least talk with them. I know I would have no chance with them.
I think
I fit none of their types.
I mean, I don't agree with that. I
Oh.
feel like all of us at least fit someone's type.
I mean, we're
Well,
all
you know
happily
what I mean?
married.
They're also fictional characters,
They
okay?
are fictional
Yeah.
characters. Okay,
fine.
does anyone have...
I mean, I'm just going to go for the two obvious answers first, and maybe I'll think of some more obscure. I would love to see Reggie speed date Azriel and Michaela speed date Rowan. Just because, they're at the top of their book boyfriend list. I would just love to see. I just would love to see that.
I don't know if Azriel would like me, but
Well,
I'd like
here's
to
the
pretend
thing.
he does.
I think
this is what would
me.
happen. Reggie would talk Azriel's ear off.
Yeah,
And
he would
Michaela-
hate me.
Michaela, I feel like, would be a little bit too bubbly happy, and Rowan would hate that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think.
Who would you say is your number one book boyfriend?
Probably Dorian. Yeah?
I feel like he would like you.
Oh, well, thanks, guys.
I think he would like you, but I almost feel like I'm trying to think of the best way to word this.
Oh, no.
I know it's like a positive thing, but I'm trying to think of.
I think he would like you because you have not similar, but like you have similar, you know? I don't know how to say it.
Yeah. I'll take it as a compliment.
Qualities in the fact of like personality. I don't know how to
Why
describe
do I
it.
feel though like he would really like you, but you wouldn't actually like him as much as you think you would like him?
I could see that too.
You know?
He's
I don't-
nothing like
he-
he's nothing like my husband.
He would be too rizzy.
Oh,
Yeah.
he would. 100%.
Like he might annoy you a little bit.
Yeah, probably. He'd probably say something, I'd get the ick, and I'd be like, okay. Next.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Next.
I think it'd be really entertaining to watch Rune and Reggie. Rune.
Why?
I feel like you guys, well, I think it's funny because you guys are very opposite looks wise.
Okay.
Like, you know, he's very
Yeah, think of his love interest.
but
Okay, sorry.
no, I know what you mean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But his
Okay,
love
yeah.
interest matches him very well with like all of her piercings and stuff.
Does she?
Yeah.
I also
I
think
feel like I
that,
haven't
like,
seen enough fan art of her.
I feel like you would be able to have a really good conversation with him because I feel like you'd be really interested about his lifestyle and his life. Like, you would ask him questions about, you'd be able to have good conversation about that.
Thanks. I feel good about that.
Yeah. Like, I feel like you guys would learn a lot
I
about,
feel like we'd have a good,
you know?
deep conversation.
Yeah.
That's where I was going.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you just have very different lifestyles. That's what I was meaning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And so I think you guys would both be enthralled with the lifestyle choices.
Ooh.
I would also love to see Michaela on a speed date with Riddick.
Yes.
That would be fun.
I would like to see Kennedy with Cassian.
Oh, we would talk
He
about the
would-
gym.
Oh, he would be like, girl, you work out.
He'd be like,
and
can
you'd
I
be
train
like,
you? And
yeah.
I'd say,
And he'd
sure.
be like,
We'd have a
Yeah.
plank contest.
oh, yeah.
He would win, but we would have a contest.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd definitely be really attracted to Kennedy.
Thanks, I guess.
And I'm not just saying that because, like, Kennedy's really ripped, but, like,
You
I
guys
just-
are making me sweat. Can you stop?
Sorry.
We'll
Speaking
stop
of
talking
sweat.
I think he would be, like, really mesmerized by Kennedy.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's great.
Mhm.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'd go to the gym with him.
Yeah.
I would not. You'd be very intimidating for me.
I would like to make him my personal trainer. I would want, like, sometimes sounds so stupid when I'm like at the gym and I'm like, I want to be done. You know how, like, you put your music on, you pretend you're like training for something. I just have to, like, imagine, I'm like, if Cassian was standing and Azriel were standing next to me right now and they were like, you have to keep going. I'm like, okay, I can't stop.
Make myself pass out.
I'm like, okay. I can tell myself to do it, but then I can't. But if I can imagine a fictional character telling me, you can do it, you're tough, I'm like, oh yeah, of course. Of course I can do that.
The thing is, I'm trying to like think of like fictional characters where, especially fantasy, where they would like me. It's little to none. I think I'm just like too goofy. And I feel like a lot of the female main characters are very like, they can be goofy, but their first impressions are always like, yes.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to like think of myself with any.
Which is kind of funny because you think you want to be with someone that's going to make you laugh. Like, you want to be with someone who's going to You know?
You want to know what though? I think
But
I could picture Michaela. I could picture you in Fourth Wing's world. I feel like you would fit in
Mhm.
really well there.
Oh, thanks.
Reggie,
I would
feel
die, though.
like you would. We all would die. Let's be honest. Reggie, I feel like you would fit in. I really feel like I could see you in the ACOTAR world.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I feel like
so
you fit in the
kind.
ACOTAR world.
I was
You
hoping
fit in
you'd say
the
that.
Fourth Wing world.
Oh, thanks.
Because I feel like you could be a dragon rider,
I
but
could
also
be
it's more
scrappy
funny.
if someone doesn't kill me.
But also there's like the comedic relief. Like I don't feel like a lot of the fantasy books have the comedic relief that Fourth Wing has. You get along with the squad.
The squad. The squad. I would be the girl. If I would be the girl if they switched characters with like the male side characters.
You would be the female Riddick.
Yes.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
No, but I'm not as funny as him. Don't think I am, because I'm not. But if, one of the other characters, probably Sawyer.
No.
I feel like you would be in the Fourth Wing world.
All right. As a scribe?
No, you would.
Just
You know,
kidding.
you'd be a rider. You know that, like, you'd see that parapet, you'd be like, easy peasy.
No, I would be the person that dies on the parapet because I have too much confidence that I'm going to cross the parapet. That would be me.
I would
I don't know.
die on a dragon. Actually,
I'm afraid of heights, so
think
I can't ride a dragon.
I think a dragon would just straight up not bond.
This episode is taking quite a turn.
It's taken a
Okay.
turn.
Sorry.
That was
No,
fun,
I
though.
could see there's I think we would all be entertaining.
Yeah.
In my wildest dreams, I would love to like have like a fanfic of like us in a fantasy world just being side characters and just watching things
Someone
go
write that.
down.
Someone write it.
Someone write it. Like us just like in lunch in the Fourth Wing, just watching like them, like, everything go down. What to be like a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In these books. I mean, we kind of already are as readers, but to actually
Yeah, it'd be a little more
have
immersed.
conversation.
Yeah.
We're like, why are they staring at each other?
Because, I mean, seriously, picture being on the outside looking at them. It would just look ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're laying in bed one night, there's just lightning outside the window, and you're like, here we go again. Great. Put your earplugs in. Get your eye mask on. JBL speaker.
Sorry.
Wow.
This has been quite the turn.
If there's one thing we like to do, it's we like a hypothetical situation. So if you like that too, hopefully you enjoyed this episode.
And also, if there's one thing we like, it's a tangent.
yeah.
So,
my imagination is way too vivid for this.
Yeah, it's running wild.
but you know what? When it comes to these episodes, we just kind of let the wherever the wind takes us is where we end up, because it's just three old gals talking about books and having a conversation.
Three old gals.
Three old gals. So if you made it this far into the episode, thanks so much. I think that's all we have for you today, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, thanks for tuning in. Guys, get excited about our next week's episode. We've actually never said anything like this at the end of an episode today, but for some reason I'm feeling it. Where the wind's taking me, this is where I'm going. Next week's episode is Manacled.
Yes.
Yeah, so we recap. Well, we don't recap. I'm sorry. We share our thoughts and opinions
We
on.
go in the deepest dives.
No,
It's a
no,
joke. It's a joke.
no,
It's a joke.
No, we
I
don't do
joke.
that here. We don't do that here.
It's a joke.
But yeah, we're sharing our thoughts and opinions on Manacled. It's been a very, very highly requested episodes. Holy crap, I can't speak. It's a very highly requested episode. And so we wanted to give you guys what you wanted. So stay tuned for next week. And as always, you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at What She's Reading Pod. If you want to stay up to date with what we're reading, I already mentioned this earlier. You can follow us on Goodreads. And if you like the podcast, go ahead and give us a 5-star review. And that's all we've got for you this week. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you had a few little giggles.
Yeah.
And if you have a dating profile that we missed, that you love, that you made for yourself, please send it to us, because we got a kick out of this.
We've never been on a dating app.
Mhm.
So hopefully we did okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of you out there could have better ideas than what we had, because yeah.
That's crazy. None
I've-
of us have ever been
Yeah,
on a
I've
dating
never-
app.
I mean, I was a
Downloaded
teenage
one.
bride, so.
I was too.
Ooh.
I guess I wasn't a teenage bride, but I was. Never
A
mind.
high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
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 Dating
So-
apps are great, though. If you're on a dating app, that's great.
A lot of people have found love from dating apps. So
Yeah.
It's true.
We're wedding photographers. We've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have.
Yeah.
All right, on that note, we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.